Good Monday morning, everybody. Hope you had a great start to the back to school routine after March break. Grabbed a coffee, relaxed a little bit before work. Today I wanted to talk about a similar topic as we talked about last time. So in my last Facebook Live, I challenged you to do a budget, and hopefully you got some time to do that over the weekend. And if you have any questions, you need help, or you had an aha moment and it showed you something that you didn't realize, I'd love to hear from you. So send me a Facebook message on Messenger or post on my page, Simple Solutions Mediation. Let me know how it's going. And then the second challenge that I gave you was to talk to your kids about money. Also just as important. We want to raise children that are financially responsible and are able to make good decisions when it comes to money. How do we do that? By teaching them. Who else is going to teach them but their parents? So one of the tricks I wanted to give you was, I'm suggesting to you to go to the bank with your child and open up a bank account with them. So the bank account's in their name, it's a children's account, and you're a joint holder with them until they're 18, but have them actually open the bank account. So they sit in the office manager's, or the bank manager's office, you complete some paperwork, and the paperwork actually says their name. So that's sort of the first bit of excitement, because suddenly this child has this thing that they own, a bank account, which is fantastic. And then after that part is done, go with them to the ATM. So go into the bank prepared. If they have some money in a piggy bank, or they have some allowance money saved up, or gift money, whatever it is, take that with you to the bank. And if they don't have anything, give them 20 bucks. Give them a good start. So go with them to the ATM, have them input their own PIN, just supervise. Let them do it. If they need help, help them, but let them really run the show. So now have them deposit the money into the bank account and then get the receipt out, and they'll see, oh, I've got this money in a bank account. This is my money in my bank account. You're going to see this sense of excitement in them, this sense of, wow, I own something. This is mine. I'm responsible for this thing. And then over time, they're going to accumulate money. So again, whether it's gift money or their savings or an allowance, over time that money will accumulate. Just think if you gave them $5 a week for allowance money. And I know $5 was what it was in my day and age, so it might become something completely different for you that you think is a reasonable amount. But let's say it was $5. $5 a week in a month is 20 bucks. 20 bucks over the course of a year is $240. Your child has the potential to save $240 just from allowance money. Now add to that, maybe grandparents are giving them gift money for Christmas or for birthdays. You're giving them money over the year. You can imagine that that money can really add up. And in the moment, sometimes we don't really think, oh, $5 here, $5 there doesn't mean anything. Here's another trick. You know, when you go and you take your empties to the beer store and you get some change back, give that to your kids to put in their piggy banks. You don't need it. It's a few dollars here and there. That stuff adds up. They can then take that money when it accumulates, you know, to a reasonable amount, $20, $40, $60, take them again. Make this a regular habit. Take them to the bank, have them deposit the money, and have a conversation over spending the money and how much we should spend, and saving for a rainy day. We all know that life happens. You can't plan for all of life's events. In an adult's life, maybe you lose your job, maybe you go on a mat leave, or maybe you're ill and you just can't work. You need to save for a rainy day so that you're okay when those things happen. Similarly, we have to teach that to our children. We have to teach them to save for a rainy day. So as they're saving, let them use some of that money because they've earned it, but teach them what you think is the right amount to save for a rainy day that they don't spend, so that they shouldn't be emptying their bank account when they spend on something. So I'll give you an example. I have this bank account with my kids. They each have their own bank account. We deposit the money just like I'm telling you. And over time, as they're getting the receipt from the ATM and they see their balance growing, their eyes are lighting up because they also didn't realize money adds up fast. So they're all happy that they have put in the work and the discipline to save this money. So my older son has been asking For some time now, he wanted Jordans. And to me, that was a really expensive purchase. And he was so young that I thought, I'm not sure that I think that's a wise purchase for him at the moment. And you'll remember from my last post, I talked about wants versus needs. Do you actually need those Jordans? Probably not. He's got a number of shoes that are good enough. And even if he needed a brand new pair of shoes because the old shoes wore out, he doesn't need the Jordans. He could get something a lot cheaper that would do the job. However, now he's a little bit older, everybody's got Jordans, and the reality is he does his homework on time, he does his chores, he's a good kid. So I decided that he was ready to be rewarded for all of that. But what I said was, you need to pay for half of the cost of the Jordans, because that's a luxury item that you don't really need. So you're going to be responsible for half. Do you have enough money in your bank account? So now we go online and we check his balance. His eyes light up again. He has much more than enough to pay for half of the Jordans because of his discipline at saving that money in his bank account. So we go to the store, he picks out these Jordans, he uses his debit card. I stand back and let him do it. He uses his debit card, he pays for his half, I pay for the balance. Now what have I achieved as a parent? First of all, I have this crazy happy kid who finally got these Jordans that he's been eyeing for such a long time. So that's great in and of itself. But I've taught him the value of money. I've taught him that when you are disciplined and you save money and you want that special item, or even if you need something, you have enough in your bank account, you can buy it. And you don't empty your bank account. There should always be something left for a rainy day. So he's still got money left over. He also sees, well, wow, I've spent this amount of money, so I only have this much left. So my goal as my son is to grow that money again, continue building. And again, something will come along that he'll want to buy. And as long as he has enough in his bank account and will still have something left over, he can buy it. So he is now learning to be responsible with money, think through money decisions when he wants to buy something. Do I really need that thing? Do I just want that thing? Do I have enough to buy that thing? Would I rather spend on something else? These are decisions that we talk through with our children so that they learn the value of money, thinking through wise decisions, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. And you will see over time, not only will they grow their money, it'll actually help you. So when you don't really feel like spending on something and you think it's a luxury item, they can spend on it. And they can learn that their bank account's going to decrease and they have to keep working to increase the value in the bank account. So that's my tip for today. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear from you on how it goes in setting up a bank account for your children, how it's going with setting up a budget for yourself. Send me a message. Take care and have a great day.